Yo, what's going on? This is the build that I'll be using for today's video, and it's using the Conca again. Most of the video is going to be a lot of me third partying. Even right here at the very start of the video, me and the people I was grouped up with third party these conks and megs. It's honestly a mixed bag, as you're going to see. I think they killed a single duck right before this, but yeah, and then just killed a patchy here. But they've got 2 patches and like 4 conks. But keep in mind that these guys did get in a fight, not the patches so much, but the conks. So a few of them are going to be a little bit low, and you can see a lot of the guys are scattered about, chasing the conks. But yeah, and I take the one with this patch, and you can see a conk comes around to help him, and I take care of the patch really fast. Now that conk, the yellow one, is really low. You can see another one comes out to take the pressure off of them. I didn't want to chase that guy, as I wanted to help the team fight the other conks about. You can see that other conk also just one hit. So yeah, that was that for that fight. Moved on to Central Waystone, and there was 2 patches here. One of them was on a tall rock, the other one was on the Waystone rock. So you can actually get hits from here, you can even get up if you do it right. And that's what we did, just try to get the hits off on this guy sitting on the Central Waystone. But yeah, the best thing this guy could have done was get on top of that big one, because you can't get up there. But yeah, now here I do a call for my teammates to realise that there's a meg down here, so we can all just work together to kill this guy. Even though I could easily take a 1v1, you never know if they have a teammate or a team nearby to come and help them out. So trying to get rid of this guy as soon as possible is always good. But yeah, you can see this guy's taking decent amount of hits. And now honestly here everyone just piles up on him, and honestly they start hitting each other. I try to avoid that and just not get in the way. Just trying to make sure that he can't escape the way that I'm guarding. So yeah, that guy dies really easily. Now we move on to Spindler's Lagoon SLL, and you can see there's a circle in the water, so we have to watch out for the big lake, as can't use that as an escape, just in case the circle kills us. And you can see we're fighting an aloe, and now there's a kilo, so I let those guys fight the aloe, and I decide to 1v1 the kilo. Now they don't really do a very good job, so the aloe instantly comes to me and gets some damage on me. You can see now there's a second kilo coming out, and you know, from a team fight it went to just only 2 conks fighting, whereas the rest of the conks not sure what they were doing. So yeah, you're gonna see that most of the stuff is on me. Yeah. Now I do get some distance, that way I just don't die, because the kilo's ripping kick can catch up on conks, even though conks are faster than the kilo. So now this guy, I get stuck here and I take a lot of damage. I'm really low, but I still just want to stick around to see if I can help out the team. Honestly, if that guy had the normal bite, he probably could have killed me, but he had raptor strikes, so it took him some hits to actually start doing a decent amount of damage. I start following this other kilo up, as I thought I could get the kill on him, but he actually gets on top of a rock that I just can't get on top of. I do try to get up, and at the same time I was worried that someone else was going to come out and flank me, so I end up just jumping off, as I just didn't want to die, and that just puts me at 1 hit, so I just leave the fight, and that was that. Now here, I just start 1v1 this conk. I can see that he's got Bright Sail on, so I don't really want to bleed him. To be honest, the claw doesn't even do that much bleed, so he's not going to get that much extra damage from Bright Sail. But even then, I just don't want to give him any advantages, so I try to use more of my bite rather than claw. But yeah, that doesn't mean that I'm never going to use claw, but I'm going to use a lot more bite than I'm claw. And this guy starts running away, which is just never good. At that point, you've already lost. Yeah. And you can see his turns are very bad because he's not walking on his turns, he's just sprinting the whole time, so it's giving him a very wide turn. But yeah, Same thing here. I 1v1 this guy, and he also has, pretty sure he also has Bright Sail. So yeah, you can see here, he's got Bright Sail, and honestly you can get up to 15% damage and 20% bleed damage if someone puts enough bleed onto you. So yeah, I don't want to put heaps of bleed on this guy. And I honestly thought the Stego was with this Conk, and then he just tapped him and wanted to team up with me. But yeah, so I just moved on. Now, this patch I was fighting him before. I didn't record it as I just thought he was going to sit here on cliff bait and I wasn't going to be able to get the kill. And that is what he does. He does try cliff bait, but I do get a lot of damage on him. And he gets stuck here and I get the kill on him. It was very satisfying. I hate people that just cliff bait the whole time. That's why I teabagged this guy. Yeah. Anyway, here, a fourth party. There was 2 Sarkos and 2 Sukos, and they were fighting this Tyranno Titan. Honestly, I'm surprised they got this low for one Tyranno Titan. They should have very easily been able to kill this guy, but they were struggling. Now, this guy was trying to safe log to something maybe, or was just AFK, and I got the free kill on him. You can see he did come back in the end. Sarko was also very low. That hit him with a dodge and it killed him. So yeah. Now I'm looking for the other Sarkos. I know there's one more, but I couldn't find him. So I just start fighting the Suko that's chasing me. This guy doesn't look full grown, so it's not going to be that hard to win. He's also just, I do take a lot of damage here because I got stuck on him, and he hits me with a claw barrage, which actually does a lot of damage, even if he's not adult. But yeah, but after that I get cautious and I actually lock in and kill the guy. Now you can see the Sarkos here helping him out, and this guy's also pretty low himself. I'm also low, so whoever gets the next hit wins. And I got it on him and I killed him. Now I do try and kill the Titan, but it didn't work out, so I just left. But yeah. Now once again I'm third partying. I thought this Meg was pretty low from fighting the Serato, so I come behind him and start fighting. Now, I do get a lot of tail hits, so I'm not doing as much damage as I would want to be doing. And it looks like my dodge just missed, so yeah. Now I do take some extra damage that normally I wouldn't take. I was just a little bit aggressive. I thought this guy would be a lot lower than he was, so yeah. But he actually wasn't. So I just started to play it a lot more careful and safe and not just constantly going forward. But yeah. Now he tries to run away, and that just gives me a bunch of free bites on him, and I get the kill on him. So yeah. Now I don't leave it there. I see that these guys are fighting, and this is the same Serato that was chasing Meg. And while he's low, now I'm going to pick this guy off. That's what I do, and I just stay on his tail the whole time. He does have a juke, but the problem with juke is, honestly, it's super easy to just like get past the juke, because someone jukes, you just keep running forward, or you just make a slight turn and you're right behind them anyway, and that juke just doesn't help that much, unless you set it up perfectly and make it not so predictable. Once again, you can see here a third party, this Barsbodia, that was fighting a Rex. Now you can see a Hatsy comes in and starts helping as well. So yeah, now this guy's pretty low. I was surprised the Rex left. It didn't look so low. And honestly, the Rex was actually very bad, and so was the Barsbodia. They were both pretty bad, so what did I do? I instantly go for the Rex, and he is resting here, and he instantly gets back up. I do get a free hit on him. Now I do have to be careful, as the Hats is his friend, so he is going to try to kill me. And I also have to watch out for that clamp. Because if he clamps me, I'm just pretty much dead, if he has the stamina for it. And you can see, trying to get the barrage on me. Now, this Hatsy was low as well from taking a lot of damage from the bars, so I knew it was very winnable. Now I'm one hit here. If he hits me with a bite, I'm dead. But the Rex has got a very bad turn radius, so it literally doesn't matter. And I easily get the kill. And honestly, I thought that foul was a Hatsy, so I just jumped in the water when I first seen it. Anyway, here I take a 1v2 against 2 Conks, and they did kill some Sarks, but these guys were actually so bad. Yeah, you're gonna see they don't really land much. and they were talking trash in the global chat. So it was very satisfying killing these guys. You can see one of them just leaves and just makes it so much easier for me to win this, because he leaves it to a 1v1. And then now his friend comes back and it's a bit too late for that. And I used my dodge to catch up on him and get the kill. So yeah. Now my friend did get on and he was playing the Meg, which hopefully we'll get a TOC soon. It really needs it. We start fighting these patches, and there's 2 of them right now. There's going to be a 3rd one, an albino you're going to see, and he starts charging here. I'm perfectly fine with trading hits with patches, as I do a lot more damage and I can take a lot more punishment than a patchy can. And this patchy here charges away and gets on top of the rock. Now you can hear another patchy comes out charging, and I thought it was this one, and I don't want to get hit by a charge, so it does a lot of damage. And all 3 patches get up on the rock. Now there's an Alio here who's just a random, and he does help, and he does manage to get up there and kill 2 of the patches. Which you'll see he'll kill one of them. You're not going to see the second one he kills. And then another one gets on top of that tree, and you're going to see he actually ends up getting up and killing all 3 patches. So yeah. Now if you ever get low against patches, you can easily escape into the water as a conch. That's what I love about water conch, is it's just potential to survive. And yeah, just change up the playfield. But moving on, I actually did kill those patches again at the central wasteland, but it was a pretty boring fight, just didn't clip it. Moving on, this Suko was fighting a Rex, and he got pretty low. He couldn't kill the Rex. He did have some other friends with him as well, but they weren't about, so I caught him fully resting. I get some free hits on him. Now he is really low at this point. But he hits me with a tail attack and knocks me back a little bit, but he's so low to where a dodge killed him. So yeah, you can see he's got an Achillo friend and a Das friend here as well, but they can't get in the water, so it's no problem. But I do take this 1v1 with this Achillo, as it's very winnable for me. Now this guy just keeps spamming the jump, and I can just start timing it and get free hits on him. Main thing is that claw attack does a lot of damage, and then also just not getting hit by the Das, which is honestly pretty easy, as I've just got a very good turn radius. Now I do use this water just for safety and just to reset the fight, and I do start face tanking this guy a little bit, as I got pretty confident. I thought that he was really low, so yeah, and I just see once again this guy is sprinting on his turns, so he's got a very wide turn, whereas I'm just walking and have a lot tighter, so I can get behind him, whereas he can't. Now this conch, there's 3 of these conchs, and 2 of them are the same ones that 1v2'd earlier, and now I'm in a 1v3. Now I play this wrong a little bit, as I tried to dodge there, where I should have just bit. I honestly should have bit. Yeah. So I could have played it a little bit better from the start, and it's also really hard to fight 3 conchs in a 3v1, even in the water. Even when they're a lot worse than you are, it's still a 3v1 against this exact same dino, so you don't really have any escape. But I put up a decent fight anyway, and one of them actually leaves to go heal as I put him low, so I still had to deal with 2 more though, and I used that Riptide to chain onto the conchs, but I think I only really hit one of them, so that was unfortunate, and I ended up bleeding it. But yeah, now here I start fighting a Neotrake, and there's a random Megabout that I grouped up with. This guy was really laggy, so there's times where I'm trying to tail ride and he just appears out of nowhere. So yeah, that was really annoying, but it's a lot easier to 1v2 a Neotrake than 1v1 for sure. So yeah. And that poison is really nice, because the EU already has a bad stam regeneration, but when it has poison it's even worse, so this guy's just never getting any stamina back. And it's a lot nicer when Apexes can't sprint, because they just can't punish you as much. So yeah, you never know when they just get a burst of energy and start sprinting that, you can get a few free hits. honestly don't really want to be taking hits from the eel. It's just very strong. There's a lot of damage when it hits you. So yeah, especially if he has head slam, it puts you like half HP, maybe even quarter HP, depending on what 2-slot you play. So yeah, it's really strong. He starts sharpening horns, and this is just good time to get free hits on him, as he just can't hit me. While he's sharpening horns for like 5 seconds. So yeah, while he's doing that animation, you can get a bunch of free hits on in the guy. So yeah, you can see this Meg's just going in. Problem is he's not doing too much damage, he's kind of just putting on poison. It's the heavy bite that really does the damage for Meg, but yeah. And this guy's just moving around a lot, and it's making the poison a lot worse than normally. And I've got a decent, a little bit of bleed on him, not too much, just a little bit. Keeps him in combat timer, but yeah. I don't really even need to heal, honestly, so it's not a problem. Now, this guy's very laggy, so at some point I do accidentally end up hitting my own Meg. And yeah, and he's just very aggressive. He doesn't really know how to switch, bait and switch. He's always just trying to get in there, even when he's low. He does back up here, but he is going to end up coming back into the fight to help out, which is good in a way, just to take pressure off, but you shouldn't be trying to go in if you're like one hit. Now I do take some good damage here from the eel, but that's just kind of misplaying it, being too aggressive. So yeah, you can see the Meg gets in there. He actually ends up dying, but yeah. So now it's just a 1v1, but this guy's already really low, so it should be very winnable. This guy had block had been a lot harder to kill the guy, but yeah. And here I get over aggressive, and he punishes me for it, and puts on a lot of damage, and he does back himself up against the wall as well, which makes it a little bit harder. And I'm pretty low on stam, so I just get my stam back, and he does the same thing, but his stam recovery is way worse. Yeah, and that's very close there. Honestly, I just barely managed to survive and get the kill.